Hey, so this is Raise Your Prices Part 2. And there's some things, I just watched the video, Part 1, and I was like, you know what? There's some things I wanted to add to that. So, the like what triggered me to make a video about raising your prices is because I'm hearing what everybody's kind of charging. I'm looking on, you know, I get a whole bunch of guys coming across the gram, girls coming across the gram, and I'm seeing what they're charging for video. Everybody's charging too low. Everybody is charging way too low. Maybe like where we're at, Caravan is at, maybe we're not necessarily charging too low, but like all of you folks that have been shooting for 5 years and your stuff is good and you're charging less than $2,000 a project, you know, that's a problem. It's a serious problem. You know, if you've been shooting for 3 years and you're charging less than $1,000 per project, stop. Okay, stop. You know, you shouldn't. Nobody should be shooting. All right, look. If it's your first wedding ever, the minimum you should be charging is $500, just for your first wedding ever. You know, and dude, you got to deliver. I'm not saying you don't got to deliver. You have to deliver. Okay, but $500 should be the minimum, dude, for like a wedding. Why? Because it's not, let me put it like this. If they had more money than $500, and if the quality of the wedding video, wedding photography was like important to them, then they should hire somebody else, not you. Not you. They should go find somebody else. They should go find somebody charging $2,500, $3,000, $5,000 to go shoot, okay? Not you. Not you, all right? But if they're coming to you, they shouldn't expect the $3,000 quality for $500. But because all you jerks that should be charging $3,000 only charge a G, $800, $1,500, you ruin it for everybody else. You jerk. You're so scared of raising your prices and not getting business, but you're steadily working on improving your quality, and you're ruining the value of video. You know, I had a homeboy of mine at the gym. He's like a gym homie. You know what I mean? You got gym homies, right, at the gym. And he owns a restaurant, and he has a guy making 2 videos for his business every month, and he puts it on social media, and they're pretty good. They weren't bad. You know what I mean? I think they were like a minute and a half long or something like that. It had drone footage, all that kind of stuff. And whoever was doing it charged him $700 a month for 2 videos, $350 a video. And this guy, I watched it. I was like, oh, it's pretty good. It's not bad. You know what I mean? And he said, yeah, man, that kid's charging me $700 a month. He's taxing, huh? I was like, in my mind, the face I made was like, taxing? $700 for two of these? Taxing? You know, in my mind, I was like, wow, the game is really messed up. It's really messed up. Let me tell you something, man. Video, photography, like $350 is nothing. Okay? It's absolutely nothing. It's nothing. $350? $500. $500? It's nothing, bro. It's nothing. I don't even try to sell a $500 gig. I only do them as favors, really. Like I did a $500 job, quote unquote. It was 2 hours of photography plus an edit for a massage place, man. And this massage place, they do sports massages, and we did a trade thing where I do photography for the business. You know, they're able to get the images, use them how they want to, and I get a couple 2-hour sessions of sports massages where man, he's working, bro. He's fixing me. You know what I mean? And that's the only reason why I do it. I'm not out here selling $500 gigs. That's nothing, bro. It's nothing. If you're just starting out, your first 2 years of business, if you're doing 1 day of shooting and maybe, okay, a 3 to 5 minute edit, minimum 500 bucks, bro. Minimum 500 bucks. You know, my mom, for my graduation party, my 8th grade graduation party, hired these 2 dudes back in Jersey to go and film it and edit together a thing. And you know, back then, like, we're talking about like 2000, year 2000, right? And we're talking about a trash, garbage, homemade video, and what do you call it? It was like, you know, it's like an hour long. She didn't even get it, bro. They gypped her out of it. They didn't even deliver. They came and filmed it, and that was it. You know what I mean? But they charged her 700 bucks for this garbage, trash, piece of crap, nothing, zero skill video. That's what they charged her for that. And here you are, 2023, bro, don't even talk to me about, oh, the game is different now and everybody has a camera. Yo, if you're garbage, look, everybody has a camera. If you don't got the courage, the fortitude to charge money for whatever it is you want to, you know, you want to shoot, like to charge money for somebody to shoot the thing and get paid to shoot something. If you don't want to do that, if you can't charge for that, bro, just you're not even, nobody, you don't count as somebody that is competition, man. If you're showing up with an iPhone, that's not competition. And if you can't beat the quality of an iPhone with your camera, bro, then I don't know, man. You need to do something, bro. You need to take a course or something, because it's so easy to do that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? And if like, I think in your guys' head, you're making up these like narratives, these things of the way things are, and that's why I can't do this and that, and blah, blah, blah. Stop. It's not true. Everything you're saying in your head, in your mind, that's stopping you from charging appropriately is just not true. It's not true, man. It's not a real thing. It's not something that's happening in the actual world. Okay? It's fake. It's a lie. It's fake news. It's misinformation, whatever you want to call it. Okay? It's garbage, dude. It's garbage. Stop doing that to yourself. Okay? You're just lying. You, brand new. I think also a lot of us, we come from backgrounds where we do this little menial job and we get paid minimum wage, and 500 bucks is something that, you know, we make in a week, let alone charging for 1 day of shooting and 1 day of editing. And let me tell you, man, it's nothing. That's nothing. That is so nothing. That is so garbage. I want you to stop thinking of charging like in an hourly kind of thing. Okay? Don't think of it as like, oh, I'm going to charge because it's hours and, you know, this is double minimum wage and blah, blah, blah. You know, 30 bucks an hour, that's really good. Like, stop doing that, bro. Stop thinking like that, please. Don't do it, okay? What you really need to think about is value-based pricing, okay? That's the key to, like, knowing how to price yourself and all that. It's value-based, okay? You got to think about the product you're creating, and then you got to assign a value to it, a dollar amount to it. And there's no real set formula. Like, some people have some formulas. I don't necessarily agree with those. But, you know, there's no real formula. You just have to think in your head, like, what do you think this is worth, right? So, all right, if I'm going to come out, I got one camera, I got a little mic, and, you know, I'm shooting a wedding, right? It's just me, okay? What am I going to charge a bride, a groom, the grandma, the mom? You know, what am I going to charge based on the value of what I'm going to create for them, right? What is the value of the video, the end result, the photos, whatever it is for them, right? Now, if it's something like a wedding, the value is priceless. It's absolutely priceless. Dope pictures and video with a professional camera by a professional of, you know, their wedding day, that's priceless, bro. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want, you know, I can get garbage photos for free from my friends and family. I can get absolute trash on a phone or like something stupid from my friends and family. I can get that all day. It's nothing. Easy. But to get something pro done, it's got to be pretty valuable. And we're never going to do this day again. Hopefully you don't. You know what I mean? It might be the last time you see some old folks. Very often, old people after a wedding or some kind of reunion, you know, they transition to the next phase of life or they exit life, things like that. Having really cool photos, video of this person, the last moments that we all shared together, all of us together, type of thing. These type of things are valuable, bro. They're valuable. And if it's your first day, your first wedding, is it at least worth $500? Yes, at least. It's at least worth $500. And that's why you got guys like Ray Roman, they're able to charge like $8,000, $10,000 for a wedding video. That's 20 times what you charge. That's 20 times what you charge for one day and a video, maybe a longer video, whatever. But they're charging, there's other people out there, man, they're charging $15,000, $20,000 for all kind of stuff, man. All kind of whatever, you know what I mean? Packages and all that stuff. That's a lot more than what you're charging. And if they had the money, they would go with them. But since they don't, they're going with you. And to go with you, because they're at $10,000 and $20,000, you know what I mean? I think Caravan, we're at like 6 or 7 G's if you want us to come out and do photo and video. You know what I mean? They're at that. We're at this. You, $500, bro. Like, that's appropriate. That sounds right. But you jerks out there that have been charging $350 to come out and shoot a video and get 2 of them for $700, you guys been messing the game up. Messing it up for all of us, man. Messing it up. Messing up these people's minds, bro, of what they think video should be worth. Everybody's acting like, oh yeah, you just shoot a video, that's easy, and just hit the edit button when you get to the console. Like, bro, come on, man. You're ruining it. You're ruining it for us. You got to place more value in your skills, in your creativity, in your craft than the person who is coming and soliciting you for your services. The car dealer knows the value of the car, bro. And it's his job to sell it. Not give it away for free. His job isn't to give it away, bro. His job is to sell that joint. That's got to be your job, man. The job of the customer is to get the lowest price that they can get and the most product or the most service that they can get. That's their job. You're not working with them. Like last video, and Raising Your Prices Part 1, I was like working with producers. They're on the team because they're producers. We all eat off the same bag, right? There's a fiduciary relationship there, okay? Our incentives are aligned to produce, you know, the best quality bag that we could get, right? The client is not on your team. The client is not on your team. The client is on the client's team. It's not your job to be on the client's team. It's not your job. Here's something I consider my job. I'm on the side of the project, okay? A lot of my conversation in sales, in the sales funnel, whatever you want to call it, for like, you know, before we actually make the sale, a lot of it is around the project, okay? What are we doing? Why are we doing it like that? How does it need to be done? You know, that kind of thing. Because I want to make sure that we are funded enough to get the project done. So if a client is talking to me and we're talking about shooting a 1-day thing, but you know, there's got to be a Rolls Royce in the shot, and we have to have this gaudy house, and then there's, you know, 20 supermodels, and there, and blah blah blah. If it's like that, bro, then we need to talk about, hey, do you have the budget to pay for all that stuff and us? Because if you have the budget to pay for all that stuff and us, great, cool. Now we're talking. But if you don't, then we need to scale back the scope of this project. And so that's a lot of what I'm talking about is, you know, the scope of the project. in sales. You know what I mean? And in that conversation, it determines how much value this video is going to be. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but I'm on the side of the project, right? So if I want the video to come out really good, then I got to make sure we have enough funding to do that. Now, lighting, cameras, lenses, all that stuff, that's on me. That's my thing. That's what I bring to the table. You know what I mean? I'm not charging the client, nickel and diming the client for that stuff. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just focused on the project and making sure the project is good and we're funded enough to do it well so that we have a final product that the client is going to be happy with. And so I'm not on the client side in any part of this process. I'm always on the project side. And if the project is too big for the client, then great. We need to figure out a different project. We need to do some math or whatever to work this in a way that it's actually going to make sense. But you're never going to, don't be on the client side, bro. You're not on the client side. The client's job is to get the best product for the lowest price. The most product, the best service, most service for the lowest price. That's their job. Your job is to make sure you get paid appropriately, that your project is funded appropriately, that your team is funded appropriately. Yo, here's another thing, man. Treat your team good, bro. Don't think that every project that comes out that you're going to be able to just, you know, ask your homeboy to do it at the low price, you know what I mean? And that it's all G because that's your boy. That's not a business model, bro. Those are favors. Your business model is based on hookups? On hookups? That's how you're doing it? That's how you're doing the math? It's on hookups and favors and stuff, bro. Like, that's not sustainable. Don't do that. That's dumb. That's really dumb, okay? Pay everybody appropriately. Pay everybody the most that you can pay them while still keeping like a good amount for yourself and the project and everything, making sure it's all good. That's sustainable. That's how you're going to get a really good product. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, all you folks out there that's just charging, you're not charging enough. You're charging like little itty bitty amounts. You're charging. There's no video. Maybe photography is different, but there's no video that's worth less than $500. There is none. All right. I don't care if it's a 30-second. I don't care what it is. It's not worth less than $500. Pay $500, bro. At least. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, like I'm not selling no $500 gigs, bro. I'm not. You know, you should have a minimum for you to get out the house. You should have a minimum. Like, you know, you're not turning your camera on unless it's X amount. And then you just stick to it. And that, I'm telling you, all you guys out there, it should be higher than $500. You've been shooting for 3 years. You're doing nothing less than a G. That's like the low. That's so low. You've been shooting for 5 years, nothing less than 2 Gs. And if you don't know how to price yourself after 5 years of doing this, I can't help you, man. This channel can't help you. You know what I mean? You got to figure that out, man. You gotta have a concrete self-worth in this thing, or you're gonna get walked all over by clients, man. And that's their job, man. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. When the client calls and they want X, they paid for A, B, C, and now they want D and E and F, and you say yes, that's on you. That's on you. It's your fault. All right? I feel disrespected. You know what I mean? Like if you came to me and you're like, yo, I know we didn't talk about this before and blah, 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 but I really need da, 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 da. And if it's something like kind of small, or maybe it just cost me a little bit of extra time, I'll be like, all right, you know what? I'll do it. I'll do it for you, client, because you asked nicely, you're humble, I like working with you, you're cool, da, da, da. I'll do it for you, client. But if they're like, hey, can you do this? That's all they say, just to kind of sneak it in there, see if you'll go for it. I'm like, oh, no, we can't. No, we can't. No, we can't. We can't do it. Hell no. We have a contract. On the contract that said we're going to do this. We're going to do A, B, and C. It didn't say nothing about D, E, and F. We can do it for an extra fee of blah, 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 blah. Whatever that extra fee is. Yes, we can do it for that extra fee. And if they say yes, then it was worth it for them to ask to get it done. It's something that was important to them. They valued it. But if they say no, then they just try to get over on you to try to get some extra out of you without paying for it. And that's disrespectful. And I write down a little mental note right here. I keep that tucked. I say, oh yeah, I remember that time you want us to do an extra 15-second piece that you didn't pay for. And you snuck that in there. And when I charged you for it, you said, oh, you didn't want it. Shouldn't have been that important then, huh? But you're just trying to sneak it in there, client. Yeah, wrote that down right there. July 18th, 3:57 p.m. It was sunny out, 63 degrees. Yeah. And then you know, going forward, what kind of client you're dealing with. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole other video. But yeah, man, look, man. All you guys out there, come on, man. Don't shoot for peanuts, bro. Value yourself, bro. You're a creative professional. Okay? You're a creative professional. That's why they don't treat us like that. That's why they don't treat you like that. That's why they don't consider you that. Oh, yeah, that's just the video guy. Oh, yeah, that's just the photographer. That's how they treat us. Because you guys, bro. Because of you guys. It's not my fault. It's your fault. You do this. Stop doing it. All right? Stop doing it. Be cool. All right? Be cool. Love yourself. Show yourself some self-respect. Show yourself some self-dignity. Okay? And, you know, charge appropriately. All right? And all those times I said minimum, bro, that's minimum. That's minimum. You know what I mean? Minimum. All right? So, look. Oh, what's that down there? Oh, you see that down there? Oh, what's that? That's the minimum. Oh, yeah, it's far down there. Yeah, it is. It's pretty far down. It's down, way down. It's the minimum. All right? Love you. Be safe. Peace.